Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Keto Granny. This is your first time here. I want to welcome you in. In this channel, I share about my weight loss journey. I talk about things that work for me, things that don't work for me also. But I'd like to share recipes and also help others to lose weight. I have lost 147 pounds, which I was able to keep off about 110 pounds. I did gain about 35 of pounds of my weight back, and this is that part of my journey, working to get that off and also to go into wonderland. I'm so glad that you're able to join me if you are here. I want to share my results for the month of August. August, I had an awesome month. I mean, I really did. I got down hard and heavy as far as with my exercise, making sure that I put in my steps. I also started um, eating more nutritiously. And when I say more nutritiously, I added back in a lot more vegetables into my diet because I had taken out vegetables for a while, doing mainly carnivore. But I have added in more protein into my diet, and also with, adding in the steps. And that has really made a difference in my weight loss, my fat loss, however you want to refer to it. So I put August total, I put weight loss, I'm gonna put on here, slash weight slash fat loss. So however you want to um, look at it, okay? So for the month of August, I made a lot of changes in my diet and the way and I was eating. And one of the things that I mainly changed is I went back to much stricter keto. Now, for the weekend, I more or less just ate what was available and what was here because it was the holiday. We barbecued, had some company. So I kind of ate just a little bit of what was here. I tried to eat in moderation. So, like I say, any holiday that comes around, I really do like to try to enjoy my family or friends. And I hope that you do the same. You don't have to be so strict. But if you want to remain strict and remain focus at that time, that is entirely up to you. I choose to enjoy myself and to how do I want to say, if I do eat what's available, I make sure that I don't overindulge. I want to talk about some of the things that I changed this month that helped me as far as being able to lose, you all, 13 pounds for the month of August. Let me share this with you. July the 27th, you all, I got on the scale and I was so disappointed at myself. My scale had went up to 252.8. Can you believe that it had went up to 252.8? And let's see, I should have uploaded slides to show you. Let me see if I can upload slides right now to show you um, some of the foods that I ate and everything, and it would make it a whole lot easier. Let's see what I have in here. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to open this up and share this with you. I think if it works. But I lost 13 pounds. When I first started off, like I said, for this weight loss journey, let me go ahead and let's get this. You see, when I'm exercising, I have a lot. I've been listening to these videos. This is not the correct one, so I want to remove this one. I need to add in some slides that I want to show you. My August results. And I want to talk about losing 13 pounds in 1 month. So here it is, losing 13 pounds in 1 month. You all, it was in April here where I had got such a great start on my weight loss. I don't even remember what I weighed here, but I was down in the 230s. I had worked my way down to the 230s, and I just knew I was on a roll. Then we had my family reunion, which is what I lose a lot of the weight for during the year, because I want to, you know, not be as heavy. You know how you want to look your best when you go to your family reunion. But this year I started gaining my weight back. Before family reunion, I started gaining weight back since I have been, here in Oklahoma. Um, Gradually, I didn't do it. I don't want to say all of a sudden, but I have to really stay focused on what my journey is. But the weather is changing now, so I want to take advantage of that as far as going outside, being able to enjoy outside, exploring new places. So those are some things that I want to start doing, and that helps me to be more active. And it helps me want to stay active. It gives me something to do and something that I look forward to. So I tell people, add something into your day that you look forward to. Add something into your day that you're anxious to do. It's going to give you an activity. Make sure that you have an activity in your day that you're excited to do. That way you'll do it. But anyhow, July the 27th, I had gotten up to the 252.8, you all. Had gotten back up to the 252.8. So let's see, how do I, getting back up to this, July the 27th, I was 252.8. During the month, I got down to 244.6, then down to 241.6 or 8. I stayed there and fluctuated back and forth. I put my scale away. I got on the scale August the 26th, which you can see 2024. During this time, I had stuck faithfully to my eating. I had added in an 18-hour intermittent fasting schedule because I wasn't really seeing many results on the 16 and 8. When I added in that 18 and 6, the weight just started falling off of me. Um, I'm working on making 18 and 6 more sustainable for me. Okay, I hope you understand. I'm working on making that 18 and 6 fasting method more sustainable for me. I have a schedule set where I'll eat at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I'll finish all my meals by 7 o'clock. If I'm able to do that, that gives me a 6 hour eating window. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So I eat my last meal and am finished by 7 o'clock p.m. When I started doing that, I started having some really, really great results. So tomorrow, I will be starting back on my schedule as far as eating at 1 o'clock. For a couple of days here since the holiday, I fasted some, but I've been mainly been the 16 and 8, and then one day I did not fast. Like 1 or 2 days I didn't fast. I had like 3 meals or 2 meals and a snack, but I tried to make sure all of them were high protein. Anyhow, I got on the scale on September the 1st to take my final weight, and I had had a keto with you guys. I went down to 239.8. Overnight, I lost 4.8 pounds. Not overnight, but in those few days, I lost 4.8 pounds for a total of 13 pounds weight loss for the month of August. Great, great. I was so happy. But I had to really, really work at that. I had to make some adjustments in my diet in order to even be able to get there. So I want to share with you some of the things that I did do, some of the things that I did have to change in order for me to see that type of weight loss results. And for me, that's very, very good for me to see that type of weight loss for 1 month. I used to average 15 pounds a month, and then it went down to 10. 10 to 15 pounds, but I was averaging about 15 pounds a month when I first started on the ketogenic diet. So I'm very, very excited to get these results. As you know, starting a weight loss journey can be very transformational for a person. As you can see in my picture over here, I started off humongous. I weighed close to 368 pounds, and that's a guesstimate. When I got on the scale, most scales that I weighed on only went to 330. So when they kind of maxed out, went over, I just kind of had to guess. Sometimes I try to use two scales and then try to put together my weight. So the most that I weighed was 368 pounds, around there. But here at my smallest, I got down to 211 pounds, you all, 211 pounds. And I really did like the size I was then. But my goal this time is I want to go down to at least 199 or 190 pounds and just see how I look and how I feel there. But I am going to let my body be my guide. It's going to tell me when I need to stop, and where my body is most comfortable at and at what weight. But like I said, a weight loss journey can be very, very transformational, as you can see, and it can be a very, very good experience. Um, I used a combination of intermittent fasting, I used the keto diet, I used walking, and then going to the gym. All of these things in your toolbox are, I mean, if you got all of these things in your toolbox and use them, you are going to see some great, great results. Also, part of that, I had started sleeping a whole lot better, y'all, since I have added these things into my diet. I've been working on trying to get anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. Some nights I get that, some nights I don't. Like tonight, it's 4:37, and I have been up since almost 2 o'clock, about 1:40, 1:50. It's 4:37. So sometimes I have nights like this, but not very many at all compared to what I used to have. So I'm working on getting better sleep, because getting better sleep is also part of losing weight. You lose weight also while you're sleeping, but if you if you're doing keto, your body is also doing some fantastic things during this time, recycling and cleaning, recycling and getting rid of your old cells, and different things like that are going on in your body, which is called autophagy. So autophagy is something that you want to aim for if you are trying to lose weight, and that is one of my goals, is to get to the point where I am have some autophagy going on in my body. And they say that that sweet spot is around 17 hours of fasting. So that's why I chose 18 hours of fasting. Occasionally, I'm going to add in 20 hours, and I'm going to work my way up to 24 hours of fasting. That is my goal. And then eventually, maybe I'll do a 36-hour fast. But it's something that I have to work myself up to, as far as trying to do the longer fast. I'm not very good at those. I have done a 24-hour fast before, so that's something that I will be adding in, maybe once a month, a 24-hour fast, to know that I'm getting some good autophagy benefits for myself. Now, with the intermittent fasting, the 18-hour fast, it has worked great for me. And like I said, I've been able to start losing weight. I can see my scale going down with the 18 and 6 method. That means for 18 hours, I'm fasting and I'm only drinking my liquids. And during this time, I like to have like my coffee. And you want to make sure that you keep your coffee under 50 calories, because if it goes over 50 calories, then they say you have broke your fast. But you can have tea. I have my no sugar drinks then, my water with my apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, different things like that. But I drink keto approved liquids during my fasting window, which is for 18 hours. And then I have a 6-hour window which I eat my meals in. And I try to keep my meals to at least 2 meals a day with a snack. And I am aiming for more high protein. It's hard for me to eat high protein sometime, and I'm aiming for like 130 grams. So anywhere from 120 to 130 grams daily. And then I may have to up that. But that is what I'm aiming to eat. And I have problems sometimes eating that. What I did do was add in protein shakes, and this really did seem to help a whole lot, adding in protein shakes. The ones that I got were the Atkins protein shakes, and they're very, very good. And I've been doing like 33 grams of protein per shake. So if I don't feel like having a meal or I haven't eaten enough protein, I will add in a protein shake. And that really did help me. I was one who was kind of against adding in protein shakes and just trying to get it all from the meat, which is the best way to get it, I think, is from the animal protein. And then I also get protein from some of the vegetables that I eat. So I'm learning more about what vegetables have, more protein, which ones are best to eat and to add in. But then I'm also trying to I'm still trying to stick basically to keto, but I have tried some other foods um, for the month of August that I, used to eat or whatever. And I tell you, I really did enjoy them. I even ate some oatmeal, and I really did enjoy eating my oatmeal. So let's get back to this video here. For the month, I changed the way that I ate. On here, you can see I had things like salmon. I added in more salmon, went back to eating more fish, to eating more salads. I kept my meals simple, where it's just one to two or maybe even three different things on my plate. I had my protein. And like I said, I aimed to get 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal. So that's been working out really good for me. And then I have my vegetables, and choose good vegetables. I like broccoli. I like cauliflower. I like to have the salads, the tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchini. So I've been able to choose a good side dish to go with my protein. And that has helped a lot, and it has helped me to feel full and satiated. Also, I use eggs a lot in my diet. This is eggs and meatloaf. I made a meatloaf as part of my meal prep. Now, if you're making a meal prep, make sure that you are eating foods that you like, that you're eating foods you're going to enjoy, and that's going to make you want to stick to your meal plan. It's going to make you want to be successful. And also make sure you're eating some good, nutritious meals. Make sure you're making some good food choices. So this was a protein meal that I included eggs. And then I went back out to walking. Now I don't think I've been walking but about one time out around the lake since then, because it's been too hot. But like I said, the weather has changed. So I'm going to be going outside more as far as walking back around the lake, and also finding me another different area to walk in. Now I have a walking pad that I have been using here at home, and I tell you, this walking pad has made a difference in being able to get up, going to my office area, my little gym area, whatever you want to call it, and being able to work out and to walk. It's so handy, it's so available. And then I have an exercise bike that I can use. I have my resistance bands, I have my weights. So having an area that you can exercise and just slowly add to it, you don't have to have the things that I have. You can start off with like I did. I started off with my resistance bands, with my dumbbells, with my weights, and just added in gradually from there. And then I got blessed with several items. So blessed. And I tell you, I use these items every day, and they really do help and make a difference in what I'm doing. Now, intermittent fasting has a lot of benefits in it, not just being able to lose weight or anything like that, but the 18 and 6 method, like I said, it shows that intermittent fasting can cause a calorie deficit, which to me, you want to have a calorie deficit. You want to put out more energy. I don't want to say you want to burn more energy as you are working out. Um, I can't explain it right now. I know what I'm talking about, but you want to be in a calorie deficit so that your body is using energy and you are going to lose weight and be able to lose fat. Okay. Um, Intermittent fasting, it helps lower your blood sugar levels. I have had some great blood sugar levels this month. Um, and also, if you keep adding it in intermittent fasting, a lot of people just use intermittent fasting as far as their weight loss process, and it works. They have many different ways that you can do it. Some do alternate day fasting. They have the 5 and 2, where you have 5 days on of fasting, 2 days off. Lots of ways that you can do intermittent fasting that can fit into your schedule. So I just want to say that, if you want to lose weight and if you can add an intermittent fasting, do that because it's going to give you much better benefits. I know it did for me, adding an 18 and 6 hour fasting method. Also, I started making sure that I was working hard when I was walking to get my 10,000 steps in. I have a goal of 10,000 steps daily, and if not the 10,000 steps daily, 70,000 steps weekly. And that way I know that I've hit my goal. Now, my goal started off 6 days a week, 10,000 steps daily. So it started off at 60,000 steps. During the month of August, I boosted it up to 70,000 steps to give me something to aim at, give me a new goal to work at. And when I did that, you all, that also helped in getting the weight off, adding in another day of 10,000 steps. And the cardio has really helped me a lot as far as with my heart and with my heart failure. Had a doctor's appointment and I got a good report for that, which I'll give you at the end of this video. Another thing is striving for 10,000 steps daily can cause a calorie deficit, which I said I feel is necessary for weight loss. 10,000 steps daily can cause a calorie deficit. And it shows that if you can burn 10,000, if you can get 10,000 steps daily, that you burn 3,500 calories a week. So that averages about a pound a week that you can count on losing if you are doing the 10,000 steps. It seems like a lot of work for a pound, doesn't it? But we have to work for what we want. So you have to remember that you got to put in the work in order to see the results. Now, I have dieted like before, just doing the ketogenic diet. I didn't have to add in a lot of exercise or anything, and I still lost weight. Okay, so you can still lose weight without exercise, and I know you can because that's what happened to me. But I felt much better when I added in the exercise. I felt much better when I went to the gym and worked out. And also it helped me tone my muscles a little bit at that time. So when I did lose weight the first time, I did not have a lot of loose skin. Now this time, I have loose skin, but I don't know how this is going to work out this time. If the skin is going to shrink a little bit, I hope so. And I use olive oil on my skin. Olive oil helps keep your skin supple, and I believe that has a lot to do with the shrinkage when you are on a weight loss journey. Okay, let's see what else can I say about walking. Walking has helped me, like I said, a lot. It has helped with my cardiovascular health so much. I told the doctor that I had added back in doing the 10,000 steps a day. He asked me for how long because he told me that my irregular heartbeat was very, very controlled. He told me that my AFib was very controlled now. I had a good report from the doctor today. My cardio my cardiologist visit, and I was so happy. When I told him that I was taking 10,000 steps a day, he asked for how long. I told him that has been 2 months, that I started back in July, August, and now it's September, and he gave me a high five and the biggest whoop in the office that you could hear. And he said, I'm adding this into my notes. He added it into his notes. And after he got off, he told me, he said, I want to give credit where credit is due. That made me feel so good. So good. So I am so ecstatic and so happy, as you can see, with the results that I have for this month. That only motivates me to try and do it again next month or this month for September. So I am going to be working hard, you all. I am going to be doing my intermittent fasting, going to be walking my 10,000 steps daily or my 70,000 steps a week. Now, today I was even able to finish walking early, like I think about five something this evening. I had my 10,000 steps in. So I was very happy. Now, if I want to, I can add in more steps, and try to get 70,000 steps in 5 days. And that would give me maybe the weekend to get in some more extra steps. So I try to do things that benefit me, and I try to do things that I can work into my schedule in a way that it doesn't tire me out too much, because there are a lot of days that I am tired, but I'm getting a better handle on it, and I'm really happy for that. Now, the diet or the meal plan or the way that I eat is more toward the keto diet. Even though I'm adding in more protein, I still lean more toward the ketogenic diet. Um, but I am taking in a much higher amount of protein now, and my fat has went down, and my carbs, I try to keep them low. So the keto diet is a high fat, low carb diet that forces your body into ketosis, which is another form of energy that you can burn instead of carbohydrates or using glucose. Um, the ketogenic diet has been associated with weight loss. It has been associated. It started off with helping teenagers with epilepsy. They were given the ketogenic diet and monitored, and it helped them control epileptic seizures until they got medications approved for that, and then they kind of started straying away from that. But the diet has became popular, and then it became unpopular. But it's something that I know that works. Is a way of eating that, if you eat correctly and you really um, put the principles of the ketogenic diet into your lifestyle, and you don't have to be real strict. I wasn't real strict when I started. Dirty keto, all of that lazy keto, I do all of that still, and it helps me a lot. I even, for July and August, I started eating more stricter and more cleaner keto, but there were some days that I had some lazy and some dirty keto. But it all still works as long as you stick to eating keto friendly foods, and that's really what's going to matter the most. Um, Following the ketogenic diet, like I say, you're going to have what's called a keto whoosh. A lot of us have that when they first start on keto. And that's just where your cells release water, um, after you have been on keto for a while. Your cell releases water and the glucose. And when it does that, the electrolytes come with it also. So you always have to make sure that you are replacing your electrolytes while you're doing the ketogenic diet. If not, you're probably going to get the keto flu. I have some keto cramps and all of that. And none of that is fun, because I've had the keto cramps. I call it the keto cramps. But I've had muscle cramps before and stuff. So you can avoid this by doing things like this, using some apple cider vinegar with some lemon juice, a little bit of Himalayan pink salt. Or you can buy the electrolytes over the counter, but you want to make sure that you are replenishing your electrolytes. I have been doing that also. Also, I added in drinking a little bit of bone broth that I had made. And I use this and I sip on it during the time my intermittent fasting. It was very satisfying, very filling. And I noticed that it helped me to be able to go longer time between my meals to make sure that I made it to that 1 o'clock time. So find what works for you and use it. Now, sleep is something that I'm still working on, but like I said, I've been able to get more sleep. There were some nights I did get 6 to 7 hours of sleep, and I tell you, it felt so good. There were even a couple of nights there I was able to get 8 hours of sleep. So getting in some good sleep is something that I'm still working on. Like I said, tonight I've been up since close to 2 o'clock and it's going on 5 o'clock. So I'll probably go back in and lay down and get myself a little bit more rest this morning. But a good night's sleep, it regulates your hormones, especially the hormones that control hunger and your appetite. If you're not getting enough sleep, it's going to lower your metabolism and it's going to make losing weight a little bit harder. Because you see, at nighttime, that's when a lot of the autophagy and different things are going on in your body. So you want to make sure that you're getting adequate sleep so that you give your body adequate time to have a response to the autophagy. Okay. um, Studies have shown that increasing sleep duration can reduce daily calorie intake by about 270 calories if you're getting sleep, which can lead to a pretty good amount of weight loss over time also. Also, I put my scale away, you all. Weigh on your scale and put your scale away. That works best for me. Now, if I need to weigh, I do go in there and get that scale and weigh. And I found that sometimes it's best for me to weigh in between. Like, I'm not going to weigh every day. And I may weigh once a week or once, wait till the weekend and weigh. So that way, at least I know that my scale is going in the right direction. And if it's not, I can catch it and try to, flip it the other way. But weight is going to fluctuate. If you're the type of person that gets easily discouraged, I advise you to put your scale away because that scale is going to fluctuate. And sometimes, when mine fluctuates, I feel bad. But what I did was to keep going, even though that scale was going up or it was going down. Just keep going, doing what you're doing, and eventually you're going to see some results. Um, so I want to say that losing 13 pounds in 1 month um, wasn't what I wasn't expecting to do that. But I tell you, I am so happy that my body can still do that. I kind of feel like the older I get, that it's harder for me to lose weight, and it is. Believe you me, it is harder for me to lose weight. But you can do it if you become very ambitious, if you're consistent and eating like you're supposed to, adding in you some exercise. All of these things, they really, really do help. These are different changes that I made more of during the month of August, and I had some great results. It required a lot of dedication, a lot of consistency. I wasn't perfect. I fell off. I had some, I don't want to say I had some keto treats during that time. I had like some, I made myself a keto cheesecake during that time. And I don't remember what else, but I had to have that in order to satisfy my sweet craving. Now, you need to do whatever is going to work for you, but you can do it. And if you need to, I always tell everybody before you start any diet, consult with your healthcare provider, consult with a nutritionist or your doctor, your physician, before you start any new diet or exercise program. I checked with my doctor to make sure I could do intermittent fasting beyond my 18 hours, because I told him I wanted to do a 24-hour fast, a 36-hour fast, and I was given the okay on that. So those are things that I'm going to be adding in my arsenal toolbox. Make sure that you have an arsenal toolbox, something that you can just dig into it and pull out different things that you can use to reach your goals whenever you want to. Okay. So let me go ahead and finish this. I went back out and I started walking, y'all. Um, Here you can see part of my meatloaf, and I had some avocado with it, and that was all. That was a meal, the avocado and the meatloaf, and I tell you, it was very, very good. This is where I started at 252.8 on July the 27th was when I took this picture. I could not believe that I had gotten back up to 252.8, but I did. And I contacted my accountability partner and I told her, I said, you won't believe this, as hard as I have been working, my scale has went back up to 252.8. Here's a picture of me the next morning when I found out my weight had went back up to 252.8. I was so disgusted. But I said, I know I can do it. I just got to put my mind to it, clamp down, take out all this stuff that I'm munching on, snacking on as I'm walking by, as I'm cooking. We have a tendency to do that, and we have the tendency to not count it. But this is what I had gotten up to. This is me in the kitchen. I believe I was getting ready to cook this day. Okay, so I got here. I'm down to 251.6. That wasn't very encouraging because I actually wanted to weigh less than that. I wanted to weigh less than the 251.6 by then. This had been at least a week later or a week and a half later. So, it wasn't fast. I started making sure that I hit my numbers. And then I got back on the scale September the 1st to do my final weigh in for the month of August. And my scale said 239.8. I had to get on that scale several times to make sure that it was correct. I had to step on that scale several times to make sure that it was correct. Now, this is me in the front yard. Of course, I had Kenny come out and take pictures of me in the front yard so that I can have something to compare with. I am starting to see the difference again as far as in my weight loss. So glad my suit that I got that can kind of help me guide along as far as my weight loss, how my body is changing. I can see the difference. And that's why I say buy you something that you want to get into wear and you can use that as a guide. And so this for me is a non-scale victory. I've had several non-scale victories that I'm very, very proud of. And like I say, I'm so proud of the results that I had for the month of August. So for the month of August, I lost 13 pounds. I started at 252.8 down to 239.8. But anyhow, let's make sure. Yeah, down to 239.8 for a total weight loss of 13 pounds this month of fat. So I had a fat loss of 13 pounds this month. Yay! Yay for me. But anyhow, you can do it. You can do whatever you put your mind to. And then again, real quick, I'm going to go over the things that I changed. Number one, I changed my intermittent fasting schedule from 16 and 8 to 18 and 6. Number two, I started doing 10,000 steps daily. Started off with 60,000 steps, and then I added in another 10,000 steps, which took it up to 70,000 steps. And the weight really started falling off then. Also, I started doing keto cleaner keto, clean keto, but every now and then I do have a little dirty, but I am clean keto. Hello. Okay, I lost my internet, disconnected there for a minute. So I went back to clean keto. Let me go over those real quick again. So intermittent fasting, 18 and 6, walking 70,000 steps a week, keto diet, um, eating higher protein, aiming for 30 to 40 grams of protein per meal, getting much better sleep, much more adequate sleep, and then putting that scale away. These are the things that help me as far as pushing myself a little further to do a little more and being able to reach that goal of losing 13 pounds for the month of August. Yes, 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 yes. Anyhow, wanted to share this with you. I want to say that you can do whatever you put your mind to. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share information from a cardiology visit because everyone is on their journey for a different reason. I'm on my journey for my health. I'm also on my journey for fat loss, and I'm also on my journey for weight loss. So whatever your reason is, make that your goal. Strive to get there. And when you get there, you're going to feel so much better. But this is Keto Granny. I wanted to share all of that with you. Um, Let me show you 7833. 25, 72. Let's see, 1713. Um, Let me look at something here. I want to show you as far as my steps. Let me see if I can get my Fitbit open. But my steps went up, like I said, from last week. Let's look at that. My steps for last week. Oh, my totals are gone now. Oh, no, they're not. My steps for last week were 73,853 steps. I don't know if you can see that. 73,853 steps. And like I say, once I started upping my steps and actually hitting my goal, I have been hitting my goal very easily of the 60,000 steps. Once I up my steps, and like I said, the first week I hit it was 7 day that I got to go to the gym. And I tell you, all of this has helped me greatly. So I said that I wanted to put up how I'm challenging myself. I am going to go ahead and post that in a video later today and put how I am challenging myself, what I'm following, what I'm doing. And if it's something that you want to join in on, you can. It's not an official challenge. It's just something that I'm doing to challenge myself, to make myself better, also to help me to stay focused on what I am doing. Um, Basically, someone says I'm doing a 75 soft challenge. If that's what it's working for me. But I'll go ahead and share that with you in the next video, because this video is already going to be long, and I'm going to add, like I said, some more information on at the end. So this morning I'm sitting at the doctor's office. I've come in from my cardiology And I got some good news. I had some good results today. So I'm very, very happy for that. I'm getting ready to have some labs done because I expressed concerns with the doctor about my kidney function test because of medications that I'm on. You all here are taking medications, especially high blood pressure medications, different ones. You need to have your kidney function test checked because some of those medications that you're taking, especially if you're taking it for high blood pressure like I am, I take the losartan, and that does affect my kidneys. So if you're taking that type of medication, make sure that you're having your doctor check your kidney function from time to time. You want to make sure that that drug does not have any effects, that are bad for you, because it can damage your kidneys, which can cause you have to be on dialysis. This is some information that I wanted to share with you because I found it out myself, not through my doctor, but through research. That's why I say it's always very important to research your different medications that you're taking, and also find out different things that can help make your kidneys better, because I've seen where there are some different foods that you can eat that can help heal your kidneys. This is important information that I wanted to pass on to you. As I get older, a lot of my medications switch, and so the doctor, they look at it for different reactions with what I'm taking, and I ask a lot of questions when I go into my doctor's appointment. I want to encourage you to do the same. Anything that you have questions about, reactions, or if you have questions, just on your general health, in regard to something that you're using, please ask the doctor any questions that you have. That's what they are there for. Okay? You can make a list of the questions that you have so that you can take that with you into your doctor's appointment. I have a book, and in this book I write down all of that information and take it with me to my doctor's appointment so that I can have it for you. So I'm out of my cardiologist visit. I had a great visit with my cardiologist. I let him know that I had started walking 10,000 steps a day, and he gave me a high five. He gave me a high five and said that was great, that he was so glad and happy for me that I was doing that. I got a great report on my heart. He told me that my blood pressure is very well controlled. My AFib is very well controlled. I am so happy today. But I want to let you know that you can achieve anything that you put your mind to. You all get out, exercise your heart. Get out, take a walk. I mean, it's worth it. You are worth it. Yes, you are.